Hello everyone, it's Jenny here from Bohemian Junk Journals. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a repurposed book. I'm using a little golden book, and it's actually I'm taking part in an event in one of the junk journal groups that I'm in on Facebook, and it's to do with celebrating July. So anything that is pertaining to July, like the birthstone ruby, national holidays, a flower that might bloom in July, you know, anything that occurs in July is what we can focus our creation on, and that creation can be anything. So I'm doing this book, this journal, for a friend who is of Aboriginal descent, and because I'm in Australia, I'm going to focus my creation on Aboriginal culture, because in Australia in July, in the first week, we have an event that runs for the whole week called NAIDOC Week. And I have actually got some facts written down here so that I wouldn't stutter and you know, try and fumble over the brief information that I'm going to give you, just as a bit of a background. So the NAIDOC Week is a time of observance from the first Sunday to the following Sunday. It stands for National Aboriginal and Islanders Day Observance Committee, and it actually started back in 1938 to commemorate a day of mourning, and became a week-long event in 1975. So progress took a little while, I guess. It celebrates the history, culture and achievements of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. So yeah, I'm not sure of where my friend Linley's how far down the descendant line she is. I think it's several generations, but I'm not 100% sure. Perhaps I'll get some info, and over the course of this video I'll add in some background as well. So I'm putting the journal together, but Linley is going to do the artwork for the journal, because it's not proper for anyone but Aboriginal people to do the artwork. So yeah, and I'm not really that good in dot paintings, so that's her thing. And so I've asked her to do 4 journal cards, and she's doing 2 large pages for signature covers for me, and she's also donated some bits and pieces that I can use to trim pockets and stuff like that with, because of course lace really isn't the go for her like the Aboriginal little book that I've got here, which is 3 Aboriginal legends. And I've got she's very retro, she's very much a 70s girl, so I've got some 70s fabric and braid to include in it, which is great because orange is one of the colours that feature quite a lot in Aboriginal paintings. And yeah, so the only artwork I'll do is I'll create some just background pages with just paint, nothing, no picture, no collage or anything on them. That it will be just slapped on any old way, and then she can use that as her foundation for any works that she might want to do in her journal, or she can cover over it and start completely again. That's fine, she may do. And I'll also do a painting of the Aboriginal flag, which is a basic flag, so it's not going to be too difficult for me to do. I did actually start her cover. I've started like putting it all together, and I did do a video of this section, but I had to scrap it, so I'm doing it again. So what I'll do is I will redo this part of the book with another golden book, because I have several and I'd like to create some journals with them anyway, so that's fine. And yeah, so just to show you how I went, my process for going about this section of the journal. I've kept all her pages out of the book because I'm going to use them as journal pages within her signature. They've got some beautiful artwork on them. Yeah, so yes, I'm going to do that. So what I'll do is I'll just pop this part aside because that's done, and I'll show you how I went about it. Now, doing that one was the first time I've ever done this, so I've done this for other books, but not a journal book. Sorry, I don't. Now it's very late here. I don't. I'm not speaking properly. I've done this for other journals with other just like normal novels, hardback novels. Okay, so I'll get rid of that and I'll clean off the residue later. Alright, so here we go. So I'm using, for the spine, part of the base of it I'm using it's just a piece of file folder, a manila folder. Oops. Oh, I'll just trim it afterwards, I think that'll be easier. Alright, so I'm not really 100% sure how these come apart. The other one I just sort of ripped it apart, but it's not easy to do. So bit like that, and then with great difficulty I took out the staples. Sorry if there's a bit of bumping with the camera. The stand for my camera is actually on my table, so see this. Oh, I'm not wearing my glasses. Silly. They're in the other room. So we'll just see how I go without my glasses. Oh. Oh my goodness. don't want to ruin the pages, I want to use them. Okay. Oh. Take off that cover and it should just come out. There we go. So this is a really sweet one. And I love the story, I Can Fly. Very uplifting sort of a story. So then what I did was I just trimmed off any of the excess that I don't need, and to do that I'm going to use this, and like I said, we'll see how I go. I'm not wearing glasses, so and I'm doing that down the crease of the spine. Oh, look at that. Seems a shame because this is the spine, the paper that they use to cover it is just like iconic with the golden books, but never mind. It will be in the way. So just trim that a little bit because it's just a little bit excess there. Alright, that's that section. Now this section, get rid of this rubbish so that it's not in my way. Take this part off, and again I'll just go down the crease of the spine. There we go. And again I'll just I'll just take that off. Alright, so I've got two pages, making sure that they're both up the right way because they are the cover. I won't be covering them as such. And then what I did was I used this in the center, so just lining it up with the book cover like so, right? And then I've got this tape here which is gummed on one side, of course, and it just activates with a bit of water. So I'm going to just spray a little bit of water on it. First I might actually measure it and take it off. It'll be easier to handle doing it that way. So I'm just going to spray some water on it, and then with my finger just smush it around, get the gum activated. This is really strong tape. Once it's wet and then it dries, it's quite strong. And then I'm just going to evenly, hopefully, put it down there and stick these two sections together. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side, making sure that I've got the cover in the right position. Because it would be a bit tragic if it's not. Okay. And then I'm going to measure out another piece. Do you like my measuring? So slapdash. Doesn't look long enough, but it is. Alright, and I'll do the same thing. Wet this one. And oh no. Yeah, so this would probably be a case of like, you know, this is how I'm doing it. I don't know if it's actually the right process. So we'll see once it's put together. And if it's put together and it's looking awesome, then you know that I've done the right thing. Essentially, that's my way of gauging the right or wrong. Now I am going to put another piece of the tape over the center section just to give, because this is where the signatures are going to go, so just making sure that there's plenty of strength in there. Not that this is going to be a fat signature, the fat journal, sorry, it won't be a gator mouth, not to start with. Anyway, who knows what it will end up like. I guess Linley will determine that. And I'm also not stitching, actually no, I'm not going to stitch them in. I am going to put eyelets in, and I'm going to use some elastic or maybe some black ribbon or something to thread through, and then her signatures can be removed when she's finished them, and she can put in another one to replace it. You know, so, and she can do that just by finding the right size notebook there are out there, so you know, I'm sure that won't be a problem. All right, so that's how it goes together with that part. Now this part, I'm going to put braid, and I've got some calico here. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use the calico on the inside as well. So this is going to be a nice, very strong spine on this, so it's not going to fall apart. All right, but now I've got this one to the same place as Linley's, so I'm just going to go on with Linley's one now, because I haven't got much time to be doing these journals. So I'll go back to hers, and hers is done exactly the same. So now I'm going to just now I could tear this, it will tear, but I don't want it to just tear willy-nilly, so I'm going to cut it instead. So I'm going to cut two pieces the same. Might do the second one a little bit thinner. I don't want it to take up too much of the cover. And braid is going over the spine on the cover anyway, so this is just for added strength. Right, so that's that. So this one's for the inside, and to glue that in I'm just going to use fabric glue. get it to come out. Right. Hands are all sticky now. They feel very sticky. So, and then on this side, like I said, I'm not worried too much about this. I just want this to go over the card section, and there will be some braid that will be going over it as well. I have to find that braid. It's in one of my braid boxes, so I will get that out after. So now all I need to do now is to trim off all this excess. Just making sure that it is trimmed off properly. And I'll be on this side. There we go. All done. So now I guess I should put the braid on, because then I can put the eyelets in. So I'll do, it's very late here and I need to hammer them in, and because I don't have a crocodile, so I will do them in the morning. So I'll do that section in the morning. But now for the inside covers, I'm going to actually put in flips using some manila folder card, which doesn't sit directly on the spine, it just off it, and then flip it. I don't have a one of those scoring boards, so I have to do it this way, and it's not necessarily the best way of doing things. But make it work. Yep. So, and I'll just go over to the trimmer and trim it down just a little bit. And even up the bottom. Alright, so first, before I go over there and do that, I'll do the other one. So this one is like so. Just a little bit more. That's very crooked, so it's not folded straight. That's a bit better. That's actually too much. Look at that. This is not going according to plan. Okay, such is my life. I'm not worried about the creases and that, they'll be covered over, so that won't really matter. It won't matter at all. No one will see that once I'm finished. That's better. Alrighty, now we're cooking. Alright, so now I just need to work out where that's got to come off at. It should be the same as this one, shouldn't it? Theoretically. Alright, so I will just go over to the trimmer, have a sip of coffee. Oh, okay, so I'm back. Let me see what I've done here. Make sure that this is all okay before I glue it in. I'm not overly concerned about any, like if there's just a little bit of the golden book showing from underneath, that's okay. That's fine. Now, that's still a bit too wide. Fraction. So I might just trim that off with the scissors. And that, see now if that's okay. So I want it to sit about there. goodness. Yep. Right. No, not great. Jen, don't move it. Oh, that's why, because it's just not even at the bottom. So much for the paper trimmer. Obviously didn't have it set right on the guillotine. So there we go. All right. So, and this one is not quite straight on this section here, so I'll just trim that a little bit. Yes, all good. All right, so now I just need to glue this in. And I'm doing that just with fabric glue. And with these I will put pockets in and probably some extra journal space for Linley, which will be more writing space than actual, because it'll be in the form of a pad of some description, like a notepad that she can remove and replace when it's full. So no way. Just making sure that the glue goes to the very edges, because I don't really want it to be lifting. That wouldn't be very good. So there we go. Now, there we are. With these top and bottom edges, I can always put some orange ochre or like a reddish ochreish sort of colour, or black washi tape. If I glue the washi down, it won't come off, and that'll sort of cover that up. I'm not overly concerned about it being there, but you know, I'll decide that at the end. Right, so that's one side in. Now this side. All right, so that's actually essentially it. It's not terribly folded straight, so I'll have to fix that up properly. By refolding, hopefully. There we go. And I think that needs trimming. Okay, so essentially that's it for now. Like, pretty much I'll just duck and get the braid, and I'll put that on so that you can see that section. I just need to go find it, but that is her signature, so she should, or her journal, so she should comfortably fit 2 large-ish signatures in there, as in, I don't know, 10 pages, which is 10 pages with 20 page turns. No, 10 page turns with makes 20 pages. Like I said, it's late, so which will make 40 pages thereabouts. I might try and squeeze another couple in, I don't know. I will put them all together, and before I stitch them I will put them into the journal cover to see how they sit without pockets and stuff in them. So yeah, so I'll just go and get this really cool braid that I've got. Oh. This is got all sorts in, and there it is. That's what I'm after. Oh, I've had this for so many years. Where's the end? There it is. Just fits. Awesome. Awesomeness. That is so Lindley. She will love it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to trim it properly at this end. And work out exactly how much I need. And then I'm just going to glue this and then put it down. Okay, so that is her journal cover done. It probably would have been better if it was just a tad wider. If I can find some black ribbon, I might put some black ribbon down each side. Just for my own peace of mind. Because I think it probably could have been just a little bit wider. I'll just make sure this is trimmed properly. There we go. So that is the makings of her journal cover, and now we just need to do the interior part, which I'll do on the next video. Yeah, I think I will. I'll find some black ribbon, and yeah, because I'm not happy with that. It's what's happening is it's right in the crease, and to me that's not probably the most stable part. It could have come over just a fraction more, and same with the back. It's, yeah, it's right on the crease there, and the crease is like not a strong part of the spine sort of thing. So I will find some black ribbon, and I think that will actually set it off anyway, so it'll look really cool. Or even orange ribbon, but one or the other. Put it down there. But I'm happy with that. That's looking really cool. I will work out where I want the eyelets to go, and I'll pop them in tomorrow. And then it's just a matter of putting the inside together, which won't take very long, because for this particular journal, there's not a lot I can do except put signatures in and maybe a few pockets. You know, trim a few pockets. I don't actually, it's not like other journals where, you know, it's all frillies and bits and pieces, flowers and butterflies and what have you. So yeah, it won't take long to put together. It'll be done within a day, but I just need to catch up with her to get the artwork. So until then, I will see you in the next part of this video. The phone keeps cutting out on me, so I'm sorry. Yeah, so I've put flips in. I've made a little notebook for her. She's got pockets all throughout. Lindley did all the artwork in here, and all the book pages are in. This is Lindley's postcards that she made that I've backed. Now, I haven't normally with the journal cards. I normally put vintage photo on them, but I don't know what she's going to want to do with these, so I'm leaving them unstained. And she's got plenty of writing space and painting space. I know it's only copy paper, but Lindley, all you need to do is put some gesso on there and you'll be right. So she's got pockets to put things in. She's got vintage note paper, lots of coloured paper. This braid, she can put paper in here, she can write herself a note and stick that in there. And, you know, write on the page itself. So, just put that there. I was going to do the Aboriginal flag, but I thought maybe Lindley might like to do that. Some kookaburra. I don't know, did you see that? Gorgeous artwork. On a tuck spot. And then she's got a pocket here, and again she can do some more painting on there. She can paint over it, she can add to it, she can do whatever she wants. And the same here. I mean, she could also do painting here if she really wanted to. So that's her journal. Finally, I have done a Linley journal. Very, very Linley. I'm pretty sure she'll love it. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all for now. I'm going to go edit this. Hopefully, it'll process and be up not too much into the day tomorrow, because I think it is now the 18th. So this is when it's meant to go up. So hopefully it's not too late in the day. Okay, bye.